Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a tutorial, and my tutorial is basically going to be showing you how to do brown smoky eyes. I've actually currently got it on right now so you can see what it's going to look like at the outcome at the end. And today I thought I would use a palette that everyone can afford. I'm using the MUA palette, which is the Makeup Academy one, and it's in the shade Undress Me Too. Well, the palette's called Undress Me Too, and it's got some really nice shades in there. It's got 12 shades altogether, and I don't know if you can see, but you've got a few different shades in there. Ones that are like more matte, and then you've got ones that are quite sort of pearlescent as well. And I quite like the sort of pearlized ones because they're very sort of pigmented. The matte ones aren't too bad, but I'd say probably the pearlized ones are the better ones. But I'm going to use a few of these ones today, not all of them. And on the back of the palette, if you've got this at home, it's got the shades on the back, like the colours of the shades in the pack. And I'll probably tell you them as I'm going through the video so you know which ones to use. But it's a little guide on the back there. I mean, for £4 it is a really good buy, definitely. And I'd probably say they're quite similar. It's like a cheap dupe, basically, of the like Naked palette. As you can see, they're all very natural colours and it's very similar, but I'm not really going to pay out a lot of money, like, you know, £30 for a Naked palette. So yeah, this is my cheaper version and it's not too bad really for the price that it is, and they have more than one palette. They have lots of different palettes, but I like my golds and beiges and things, so this palette's more perfect for me. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to do smoky eyes. Hey guys, so I've taken all my eyeshadow off from earlier and I'm starting again, and I'm going to put on my first bit of eyeshadow. The first bit of eyeshadow I'm going to put on, which is going to be my base layer, so it's going to go from the bottom of my lid right up to my brow bone, and the shade I'm using is this one here, and it is called Shy. So if you look on the back of your MUA palette, it does say Shy. So yeah, nice and easy there. And I'm just going to glide that on all over. The brush isn't too bad that comes with this actually. And this colour's a really nice sort of white pearlized colour. It's not really white, it's more beige probably, a really, really light beige. It's like a nudie colour. They're quite pigmented really for like cheap eyeshadow. There we go. A little bit more on this side. So I'm using a really cheap, obviously, applicant, and I was wondering if you guys used anything like the Real Techniques brushes and things, and whether they are really worth buying them, because I've never bought any expensive, nice brushes before, because I didn't know if it was like worth it really. So if you guys have ever used them, maybe comment below and let me know what ones you use and why they're really good, you know, because basically I just use like my fingers and cheap brushes really that come with like, you know, the actual things that they come with. Although I had this thing where they all seem to go missing all the time as well. I used to have like 10 tiny little ones like this and they just like disappeared. And now I've only got like 2 left. It must be all under my bed. That's where everything else goes. It all goes under my bed. Must sound really messy to you right now. Everything goes under the bed. Actually no, in my case, everything goes in the wardrobe. It's a very good hiding place to keep things. Okay, so I've basically gone over both my eyes with the colour Shy, and now my next colour I'm going to use is this lovely goldy yellow colour, which is very pigmented, and it's called Devotion, and I'm going to put that on just the bottom of my lid all over, so like so. I can't help but like shake my eyes. My eyes shake when I'm doing it, so I'm sorry if you think look, I look a bit like a retard. No offence. Also, I'm looking up and using my mirror if you're wondering why I'm like staring up and not looking at the camera, so sorry about that. But my last tutorial video I wasn't very happy with because the quality of the video wasn't very good compared to what I normally do. And the reason being is because my mirror is, as you can see, behind me, and that's what I use obviously for doing my makeup with. And in my feedback, where the lighting was facing away from me, it made my camera go really dark at some points in the video, and it didn't really look that good. And I was debating whether to put it on up or not, but I put it up anyway, and people still liked it, which is good. But I mean, yeah, so this time I've got it facing me, the light, so hopefully the picture's clearer and the quality's a little bit better as well. But my camera isn't perfect because I haven't spent out like £500 on a camera. I mean, I would like to eventually get the Canon 650D because it's a really good camera, and then that'll be really good. But I probably won't do that until I hit like 1,000 subs or something, because it's not really worth me buying a really expensive camera if no one's going to watch me. Except for you guys, obviously, you know. So anyway, that's that one done there. I've just used Devotion. And now I'm going to use on the palette one called Tranquil, which is this one down here. It's a bit darker, the colour. It's more sort of a stony grey colour brown. And it's not so shimmery, that one. And what I'm going to do with that one is just pop it on sort of half of my eyelid, so here, from the inner to the outer corner, like so. And then do the same again, but up the top for my brow bone bit as well. This kind of creates the shadow effect that I'm going for. So we're trying to talk whilst doing it. I feel like I'm talking to myself. I suppose practice makes perfect. This is only my second tutorial video, so I'm not going to be perfect straight away, but eventually I will be, maybe. If you've got any tips for me on my videos, then, you know, comment below. I always like help from you guys. And if there's any like other tutorial videos you'd like me to do that maybe other people on YouTube have been doing, comment below and let me know, because I'll have a nose on their browsers and then just see if I can do it, and if I can do it, I'll do it. Right, so I've just done that. So I put on Tranquil on either side, as you can see, nice dark. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my finger. Finger's your best friend really for smudging in, and just smudge it in. There we go. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to line my eyes underneath with one of the darker colours on the palette, which is this one here, and it's called Obsessed. So I just dab a little bit on. You don't really need a lot of it on. You don't want to get panda eyes. Just start from the halfway through to the outer corner, like so. It's quite a nice look, actually. Very proud of myself. I like this palette because it's cheap, right? So you haven't got to worry about messing about with it, mixing the colours and things to get what you want to get. And it's just a good palette to experiment on, because at the end of the day, it's only costing you kind of £4, you know, which is a bargain. And they're not that bad, really. Because normally, the way I think is, you pay for what you get. But sometimes that's not always the case, actually. I think I take after my dad, because my dad's exactly the same. He always buys things that are really expensive, and we're like, why don't you just get that one? And he's like, because it's top of the range. And we're just like, okay then. No arguing with Dad. But yeah, everyone always thinks the more expensive something is, the better it is, but sometimes it's not always the case. Okay, so as you can see, I've lined my eyes sort of halfway through to the outer corner, and now what I'm going to do is use the same colour, which is obviously Obsessed, and I'm going to use that to put a line on my crease of my eyelid. Obviously don't use too much, because otherwise it can look really weird. I've had to do this video multiple times. It's very, very annoying. I've had people walk in on me. I've had my phone start ringing. Next time, I'm turning my phone off. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to use my fingers to smudge it in a little bit. And just wipe the excess off with my face wipe. And there we have it. So I've just got to do one more thing now, which is to put a really light shade in the inner corner of my eyes, just here. And I'm using Naked, but on the back of your MUA palette, it does say, finish with a dot of shade reveal to inner corners to make eyes pop. So basically having a lighter colour will make your eyes pop. So I'm going to do that now. There we go. If you look on the back of your MUA palette, what I quite like is it actually does give you a mini masterclass on the back saying how to do smoky eyes. But obviously for me, I'm just doing it how I want to do it because I like being creative and trying new things out. You know, life's too short, so... But yeah, if you're one of those people that just want to stay safe, then on the back of the MUA palette there is a guide to do it for you. Sometimes it's nice to just find things out for yourself. Okay, so I put that colour in my corners of my eyes. And now my eyes are popping open. Okay, so that is my tutorial on how to get brown smoky eye effect. Maybe I should do a grey one perhaps, I'm not really sure. And before anyone asks, as I have been asked before, I don't like line my eyebrows. My eyebrows are actually natural. I just shaped them myself with just a normal little eyebrow plucky thing. I don't get waxed or anything like that. It's quite easy really. But yeah, a lot of the time they do look like they've been penciled in, but they're quite dark. Because I've got really light blonde hair, but I've got dark blonde hair naturally, it kind of makes them stand out a little bit. So anyway, back to my eyes. I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial, and I hope it was helpful to you in some ways. If not, then I'm sorry. But anyway, I'll just have to see you in the next video, I suppose. But got any questions, just comment below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye!